27th Annual Award Show for LMC-TV. I'm Michael Witch. I will be your MC because Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway were unavailable. I would like to welcome our producers, our nominees, family, friends, LMC-TV staff, our board of directors, elected officials, whom I'll introduce in a minute, and the viewers watching this program. We are being recorded and, of course, will be available on our website as well as our channels in the next few weeks. This is our 27th annual award night. We're sponsored tonight by New Way Air Conditioning and Heating on Fayette Avenue in Mamaroneck. Our set and lights, courtesy of United Stage Associates, especially Gianna Finelli. Our host tonight, the Town of Mamaroneck and the VFW David Potts Jr. Post 1156. And when you leave tonight, you will get a chocolate treat from Chocolations. So don't forget to pick that up. They're not out yet, which is why you don't have them. If you look at the program, the printed program, you'll see the awards that we're giving out tonight. You'll see the nominees, the programs that have been nominated. We have several local business sponsors and well-wishers who've put ads in. Our staff is listed, as well as our board of directors, and the Tri-Municipal Cable TV Board of Control is also listed. So there's lots of information there. Our purpose tonight is to recognize and thank all of our volunteer producers. We also want to display the diversity of programming that we love on LMC-TV. And we want to acknowledge this year's honorees, celebrate excellence, thank our municipal officials and sponsors, and of course have a little fun and sociability. That's always an LMC priority. I'd just like to introduce our board of directors. I'm not sure that you can see them, but perhaps they can wave. Jeff Megan is our president in the back. This year I'm serving as vice president and also secretary. Len Verastro is our treasurer. Maura Carlin is back there waving. Sabrina Fiddleman is back there waving. Louis Simons is somewhere back there waving. And Maura, Sabrina, and Louis are responsible for the food and the drink tonight. Al Perron is at the door, making sure that you got programs and print materials. Jack Saraceno is our bartender tonight. And last but not least, John Verney is on our board. Our staff here at LMC-TV, most of you know Eric Lewis, who's our Chief Executive Officer. Matt Sullivan is our Chief Operating Officer, and I think he is behind the curtain. I'm wrong, he's there with Eric. Cristino Carino Forrest is our Government and Community Production Manager. Dina Schumacher is our Studio Manager and the co-producer of tonight's award show. Rob Moretti is our Varsity Sports Producer. Where is Rob? Right here. Sharon Mosley is our Community Bulletin Board Manager. Shayla Navarro is our Senior News Producer for the Local Live. Kat Galliano is Assistant Producer for the Local Live. And Stefan Aloisa is our programmer. Stefan is also the one who's around here with a camera taking everybody's picture. I'd like to acknowledge some of the officials who are here today. Catherine Parker, County Legislator, is here with us. And from the Town of Mamaroneck, we have Town Supervisor Nancy Seligson, Councilman Tom Murphy, and Councilwoman Jane Elkind-Eny. From the Village of Mamaroneck, we have Mayor Norm Rosenblum and Trustee Leon Potok. And from the Village of Larchmont, we have Trustee Peter Finelli, Trustee Malcolm Frauman, and Trustee Carol Casaza Herman. Did I leave anybody out? No? Okay, no mistakes this year so far, but don't put it past me. We have a number of awards, and let's get started with the show. Okay, the first award is for Best Videography for a Community Production. Every year, dozens of organizations ask us to cover their events. We rely on the volunteers that we have to document these parades, these grand openings, these other celebrations. The camera person becomes the eyes and ears of the viewer, capturing not only the sights and sounds, but also the spirit of the event. Here are the nominees for Best Videography for a Community Production.
Larchmont 125th Birthday Weekend Annual Arts Festival, camera operator Lisa Curley. Ragamuffin Parade, camera operator Zach Brody Stewart. Larchmont 125th Commemoration and Fire Department History Mobile Tent, camera operator Xavier Campo.
Challenge, or the donor donated $2,500. If we can raise $2,500 by the end of October for our projects, and our projects include
Marine Education Center Grand Reopening, camera operator Astrid Rivera and Sasha Mitch.
Live Long Island Sound animals in for kids and adults, anyone that's interested to come and kind of get some FaceTime with, learn how to handle the animals, learn a little bit about their anatomy, adaptations, habitats that they live in, how they fit into the role of Long Island Sound and its ecology. You can touch it, it won't hurt you.
What is it?
So this is called a sea urchin. Sea urchin. And it has these spines, pretty pointy, right? For protection.
And the winner for Best Videography for a Community Production, Astrid Rivera and Sasha Mitch for the Marine Education Center Grand Opening. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Thank you, everybody.
Do you want to say something? You're welcome.
Thank you so much for LMCTV to make me be part of this. I love this. And I love to help Dina. She's a great teacher, great and everything. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Our next award is for Best Editing for a Community Production. The video editor assembles all the pictures and the sounds in a logical order to tell the story of the event. Usually graphics are added, maybe music, and sometimes technical mistakes need to be corrected. It takes many careful hours of work to make this happen. Here are the nominees for Best Editing for a Community Production.
4th Annual Leprechaun Leap, Jessica Hughes.
It's my 4th year doing it. It's for a great cause for Southeast Consortium, and it's an adrenaline rush for sure.
I'm Grace.
And I'm Jillian.
And this was our first year doing the Leprechaun Leap.
Marine Education Center Grand Reopening, Brianna Fioretti.
On the Marine Education Center, which is going to be an educational center, really a community meeting place for people in the village and other people that want to come learn about Long Island Sound.
Kiwanis 43rd Annual Car Show, Lisa Curley. Village of Mamaroneck Fire Department Safety Day, Astrid Rivera.
Because a lot of people don't know how much training we do.
Village of Mamaroneck Spooktacular, Brian Diaz.
Hey, welcome to Friendly Village Mamaroneck to our annual Spooktacular. It's a fantastic event put on by the Chamber of Commerce.
Brianna Fioretti for the Marine Education Center grand opening. And accepting for Brianna, I believe, is her mom. Welcome.
She would love to be here. Nice to meet you. And she'd love to be here, but she's working in the city. She would love to also to volunteer to LMC, and she wished to maybe come back and for volunteer like in the weekend or whatever. She's able to come back. Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Our next award is for Best Single Program. This award goes to a producer who has created an original program from start to finish, from the idea to the script to detailed planning, shooting, and then editing. Our programs come in different sizes and shapes, from interviews and cooking shows to local events and maybe purely artistic expression. And here are this year's nominees for Best Single Program.
Mamaroneck Health Fair, the Rye YMCA.
So exciting. We're doing activities for children. We're doing free health screenings, anything from dental to breast to vision.
Fourth Annual Leprechaun Leap. Southeast Consortium, Jerry Peters.
Fourth Annual Leprechaun Leap here at the Orienta Beach Club. This year was much better than last year as far as the weather goes. Not too cold, but just cold enough to make it exciting.
Fashion Chic, Teens Take the Runway. Her honor, Nicole Scheinlin.
Andrea is wearing a dress by Dave and Johnny. Andrea is president of her senior class and plans to attend a college majoring in business.
Along the Avenue House Tour, Larchmont Historical Society, Dee Van Eyck.
What's interesting about this house, there's a lot of things interesting about this house, but the first is that the origins of this house was actually the Hoboken Turtle Club, which was a very prestigious yacht club back at the turn of the century.
Kiwanis 43rd Annual Car Show, Kiwanis Club, Jack Saraceno.
My name is Brent Francisco, and I'm from Mamaroneck.
Awesome. Is this your first time at the Kiwanis Car Show, and how do you feel?
This is not my first time. I've actually tried to make it a point to come here as much as I can. I've been it like maybe 4 times already. I love it.
And the winner for Best Single Program is La La Land? Oh. The Best Single Program, my mistake, the Rye YMCA, Tanya Stack, Health Fair 2016 at the French American School.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Here, come say a few words.
I couldn't imagine what to say, and of course, thank you and the wise cause to build community. I think events like this and organizations like LMC-TV just help to strengthen that. I just want to honor Haiti Barrows, who's with me tonight, who really helped to plan the event as well, and all the community partners who were at the health fair along with us. Thank you.
That's the only joke I'm going to do. Thank you. The next award is for Best New Series. The producers nominated for this award have created more than one new program. Each is a familiar face at LMC-TV, consistently investing time and talent producing programs. And here are the nominees for the Best New Series.
Amor Hecho Pedazos, producers Dina Schumacher and Shayla Navarro.
Ay, mi corazón.
The Rascal, producer Andre Gordon.
What's wrong? Oh, why don't you come on in? Maybe we can call someone.
Gateway Realty, producer Shirag Shah.
You're an expert home inspector. What types of questions should they ask? What should they look for?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. The truth is you want to make sure that they're licensed and insured. You know, in New York and Connecticut State, you have to have insurance to be a licensed inspector.
The Balanced Dilemma, producers Maura Carlin and Christy Derrico.
Nor is this topic restricted to women. Men, too, are trying to figure out work-life balance. And family obligations affect all who are caregivers, too, the young, the old, or just someone needing help.
Cooking with Chef Tini, producer Jovan Richards.
Sort of plate it like this. And these are Chilean sea bass steaks, so you could also do them with the skin on. These happen to have the skin off. That looks scrumptious.
Women's Entrepreneur Network, producer Johanna Zielstra.
First of all, my timing was hard because, like I said, it was at the beginning of 2016. The oil mini crisis was happening. People's portfolio was sinking. So it cost more now to take money out to give you, and that's all I kept doing.
And the award for Best New Series goes to the Andre Gordon for The Rascal. Congratulations, Andre. Speech.
There are many people that have worked on this show. Okay, well, Mike Orsino is back there. Alan Bendich is here. Louis Simons, Stella Giordano, and Felix. I couldn't have made the show without you guys. You guys created with me. And I want to thank Dina and Shayla and Kat and Christina and all the staff for all their support. And this has been almost 3 years I've been working on the show, and I'm just so thrilled that I finally have gone out there. And thank you so much.
And now the award for Best Series. The nominees for Best Series have been active producers of their shows for quite a while. And at this point, I would like to acknowledge a little sad loss. Glenna Gray passed away this past year, and also Pastor Frank Stagno, who were longtime series producers. Long-running series take commitment, energy, and lots of enthusiasm. Shows always improve as producers learn from each experience. And here are the nominees for Best Series.
Scriptless, producer Alan Bendich.
What is happening with Sam?
He's taking over the place. There's nothing I could do. My father said it's okay. I mean, he convinced my father that he should run the place.
Hope in the Bible, producer Laura Cruz Colon.
How are we going to deal with this? Well, for me, all I can think of was to thank the Lord.
Scriptly adapted, producers Coyote and Kate Howard.
Watch our show.
Tune in, guys.
Oldie but goodie.
Bye.
Later.
Well, guys, as you clearly saw, Kate's film, Silence of the Lambs, was just plain insulting to the Thanksgiving culture. It was just terrible. I mean, come on. Hannibal Lecter at dinner?
Still trying, producer Henry Newberger.
Newspapers in the middle of the jungle. Can I help it if they gave me a lousy location?
Pretty bubbles in the air, they fly so high, nearly reach the sky. Then, like my dreams, they fade and die.
And the winner of Best New Series this year, scriptly adapted, Kate and Carrie Howard. Congratulations.
And I just want to invite everyone that received an award tonight or was nominated to take pictures in the back after we're done with the ceremony. Stefan, I'm sure you see all the flashing going on over there. By the LMC banners, we'd love to get a photo with you guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. First, we just want to thank God for giving us these blessings and really thanking our family and our friends for always sticking by us, always supporting us, always watching our show, and always being there.
Thank you, LMC-TV. Thank you, Dina. Thank you for allowing us to be creative and kooky and crazy.
Yes.
And my creative muse, my wife, thank you very much. And yeah, thank you.
We're good.
As you know, the Local Live is our prize-winning, hyper-local, interactive newscast. Our next awards will be presented by senior producer Shayla Navarro with assistant producer Kat Galliano. Shayla, Kat, please come up.
Thank you. Sorry. Good evening, everybody. We're so happy to be here to honor all the amazing volunteers that we have. We can't thank them enough for the amazing work that you guys do. I don't know if you guys have seen our new Local Life intro. Have anyone seen it? Those like time-lapse movie, yeah? You seen it? Time-lapse movie. It was all made with an iPhone, and it had like amazing graphics. Like, we love them.
Well, tonight we're really pleased to honor the efforts of the producers that give us our new look, and because of that, we're presenting 2 special awards tonight. The first award of excellence is for outstanding work in newscast intro design on the Local Live, and this is for James Levinson and Nick Juga, who is not here right now, but James is. So,
yeah, plus
if you can come on up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. James wants to say a few words. Want to say a few words?
Well, I didn't know it was an award tonight that I was getting, so thank you for telling me that now, so thank you very much. I just want to say thank you to everybody at LMC-TV. I was just pretty much an intern for last year, and especially to Shayla, Kat, and Dina for also allowing me to become an excellent producer. So thank you guys very much.
So James and Nick, they pretty much designed the whole look we're going to film here, and they grabbed their iPhone and they did such an awesome video production. But the graphics, we cannot forget about the animated elements in our news intro, and they just add another level of professionalism and detail to our live production. And this is why the second award of excellence for outstanding work in newscast animation on the Local Live goes to Caridad first. Thank you, Caridad. Come here to get your award. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. I could never have done this without Shay giving me the opportunity to volunteer at LMC-TV. It's been an absolute pleasure helping you guys out.
Thank
you.
You should give your business cards. She does amazing animation. Okay.
Okay. Next, yeah. Moving on, we have our volunteers are the heart and soul of the organization, especially for the Local Live. We appreciate all the hard work everybody does. A field camera operator, however, acts as the technical support for the producer. On a shoot, the cameraman works, or woman, works very close with the reporters to make a package complete. Without them, we couldn't televise any of these local stories. Here are the nominees for Best Videographer for a Local Live package.
Larchmont 125th, Zach Brody Stewart and Xavier Campos.
Along with Mamaroneck Supervisor Nancy Sellingson and Village of Larchmont Mayor Lorraine Walsh. The newly improved library includes new adult and children programs and, of course, new book selections.
Estancia Buenos Aires, Mike Fedorovsky.
It's the perfect place to take a romantic date, and from the delicious array of food and wine assortments, your meal will be accompanied with Argentinian music and displays of Argentinian tango and its culture. I sat down with head chef and owner Geraldo Pulega to learn more about his Argentinian roots.
Westchester Tattoo Convention, Mike Fedorovsky.
From jewelry to prints to tattoo ink, the convention was filled with unique vendors and interesting activities.
Sci-Fi Photo Guys is a green screen photographic company. We sort of call it immersion photography.
Bullseye Glass, Matt Bildzok.
Bullseye Glass Resource Center is located at 115 Hoyt Avenue. It is a one-stop destination for glass-fusing supplies, and it is only a short walk from the Mamaroneck train station on the Metro North New Haven line. They're open from Tuesday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Zach Brody Stewart and Xavier Campo for Larchmont 125th anniversary.
Congratulations, well deserved. Thank you guys for volunteering. I really appreciate it.
Bravo!
I just want to say thanks to Shayla and Kat and the rest of the LMC crew. I actually don't get to volunteer as much as I used to, and I actually do miss a bit. But I do have the knowledge that whatever I do in the future in my career, that I have Shayla to thank for. Thank you.
I'd just like to say thank you to everybody at LMC-TV. It's a great experience working for this great organization, and keep it up. Thank you.
Volunteers are also the volunteers who are local editors are accomplishing amazing feats, not only stylistically putting a piece together, but also putting together a news package at a quick pace. Turnaround time for a story varies from 1 week to 2 hours. This type of efficiency and dedication is why we value our editor so much. Here are the nominees for Best Editor for a Local Live Package.
Larchmont 125th, Alexandria Garcia.
How about your seeding pie? The pie tasted really good.
Hope you enjoyed the 125th anniversary of Larchmont. We're obviously still enjoying here, having a fantastic time with bubbles and entertainment, as you can obviously see. And so we hope to see you here again next year, same place and same channel. My name is Alexandria Garcia, reporting for the Local Live.
188 Men's Hair Salon, James Levinson.
I was even given the opportunity to see what 188 had to offer, and Lucy didn't disappoint.
I'm having time of my life right now.
And if you like, tweet, or follow 188 Mamaroneck on any social media network, you'll get 10% off your next haircut. I'm James Levinson, and from everybody here at the Local Live, wishing you a happy Father's Day.
Frank Green Finucci's, Kevin Vacna.
Let's check it out. For the past 6 years at 301 Mamaroneck Avenue, Frankie and Finucci's has fired up authentic thin-crust handcrafted pizza in an 800-degree traditional wood-burning oven.
Pulpatina, Gabe Tungenstein.
You know, people come and we recognize you and we know, what makes you feel good when you come in here.
Pulpatina may mean little meatball, but it's safe to say this restaurant's a pretty big deal. This is Gabe Tungenstein for the Local Live. Deliciously signing off.
Badger Swim Club, Zach Brody Stewart.
It motivated me a lot seeing all the really fast swimmers because I really think I want to keep going so I can get to be that good.
After speaking with Coach Collins and a few of our local swimmers, I feel so inspired to go for a swim myself. For the Local Live, I'm Kat Galliano, diving off.
And the winner is Alexandria Garcia for Larchmont 125. Thank you, Alexandria.
Wow. Well, I just really
want to thank Shayla and for Kat for always pushing me. And I'm so happy and proud of my videographer, Zach and Xavier, that were with me this day covering the Larchmont and 125th. It was so much fun, and I've learned so much from everyone. So thank you so much. And I have to really thank Zach because he really helped me edit this, and he's taught me so much, and I miss him dearly. So thank you. I get the envelope? El envelope. Gracias.
Okay. The next award is actually my favorite award because it shows your hard work for our reporters. A news package, everybody heard package, what's a news package? A news package have different elements. Those elements are voiceovers or the narration that you heard in the video. There are also different sound bites that we pick from, like long interview, we pick like that sound bite. And we also have the supporting images, or as we know, the V-roll. There's also music, but most importantly, it tells a story. So these past years, and now, well, I actually need to show the nominees first. All right, so why don't we see the nominees for like Best News Package?
Pulpatina, Gabe Tungenstein.
Pulpatina here in Larchmont came as a result of a successful first 3 years in Eastchester.
Why did you decide on Larchmont as a second location?
You know, it took us about a year to find the location. In Eastchester, we are in a neighborhood, so like the neighborhood restaurant spot.
Muhammad Ali, Eli Lederman.
And I met Ali on 2 occasions, and each time it was just one of those occasions that you felt that you were in the presence of greatness.
And so goes the largely forgotten story of the day that Muhammad Ali came to Mamaroneck High School.
Estancia Buenos Aires, Morel Katwari.
We brought Argentina to them.
Estancias Buenos Aires has to be my new favorite steakhouse. I mean, just take a look for yourself. The steak looks so mouthwatering and the menu is absolutely delicious. I'd be a fool to keep reporting, so I'm just going to get right to it. Reporting for the Local Live, I'm Morel Katwari.
Larchmont 125th, Alexandria Garcia.
I like to do kind of a childish, naive, cartoony kind of style. And the kids love it, so I like to keep them happy.
Besides traditional paintings, there were recycled jewelry pieces sold, along with classic jazz music, talented artists, and realistic paintings that caught the attention of many at the festival.
Frank Green Finucci's, Kevin Backna.
So we see customers coming in is trying literally 8, 9, 10 different beers and wines and pouring themselves a couple of ounces of each, and they're finding all sorts of unique things that they didn't even know they liked and having a really neat and novel experience with craft beer and wine that you can't get anywhere else.
You should definitely try it out.
So those were really good contestants for this award. We really had an amazing group of interns and volunteers, so they did amazing. But the reason that this news package wins is not only because it has all the elements of the story, as I mentioned before, it was because this package showed the transformation and growth of the reporter. So congratulations, Gabe Tungenstein, you're the winner of the Best News Package for the Local Live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you may have guessed I'm not Gabe Tungenstein. I'm his father. Gabe would love to have been here tonight. He really had a blast at LMC. He really learned a lot. But he just had his wisdom teeth out yesterday, so he's not feeling real great. But this will make him feel a lot better. Thanks.
Well, before we finish announcing the volunteers, we want to really thank everybody and let everybody know that tomorrow we have a very interesting show. We're going to have County Executive Rob Astorino. So everybody could watch tomorrow at 7:30. We're preparing and also show we're waiting for all those questions. So save the day tomorrow at 7:30. Make sure to tune in to watch Maura Carling asking those hard questions.
And call and tweet if you can.
Thank you.
If you can, email.
Thank you, Shayla. Thank you, Kat. I'd like to bring up Rob Moretti, who is our varsity sports producer. 73 games, 73 varsity games last year. And he's here now to present awards for the varsity sports productions. Rob?
So those productions would not be possible, obviously, without our athletes. So for the third straight year, as a way of thanking our athletes, LMC Varsity Sports took to the web to let the fans decide the top play for 2016 to 2017. This year's nominees featured playoff heroics, game-saving athletic feats, and of course, game-winning goals. Here are the nominees for the 2017 LMC Varsity Sports Play of the Year.
Dente with Tori in the corner. Dente comes around, tries for a wraparound, and he scores! Jack Dente with the walk-off goal.
Fantastic wraparound shot from Jack Dente, Rob, with 1:42 remaining in the overtime. A gorgeous opportunity by the Mamaroneck Tiger winger.
And kicked forward by Neuro towards the goal. And it'll be headed away at the last second. What a play! And again, 2 in a row! What saves there by Thomas Howes. Thomas Howes with the biggest 2 saves you will see, as off his line and away from the goal was Dante Rhodes. And Howes headed it away. If he uses his hands, that's a red card. Instead, he heads it out not once but twice. And that's a play of the week. Sudden death penalty corner for the league championship and the #1 seed Class A. It's like a cage match. Doesn't get any better than this. They'll play it forward, and it'll be played, and a shot is scored! The Mamaroneck wins on the last play of the game! Oh my goodness gracious! The Mamaroneck wins 3-2! Wow! As that is a goal by the Tigers, and they get the league championship and the #1 seed in Class A. What a game, and what a...
7 innings, or 8 innings even, not enough to decide this game. And there's a pitch, that's a base hit, and Mamaroneck has won. Chelsea Rose comes in to score. Patricia Muratori with a single, and Mamaroneck is now mobbing Muratori, greeting her with the game-winning hit, the line drive base hit to right field. Rose reached base with the single. And what a game, Eli.
Steven, big-time players make big-time plays. That is exactly what Patricia Muratori just did with a walk-off single to send the Tigers to the second.
And this one, nice play by Yanuzzi. The ball was behind her, and she was able to dig it out of the air. A couple good digs by both teams. And Beach tried to put that away, but she couldn't. A soft play by the libero. Another play forward by Gottlieb this time, and a great point. And stayed alive, they'll have to hit it forward. Will Yanuzzi too well again? And it'll stay in bounds as it goes up the net, and they can't handle it. And they got it away. What a play by Yanuzzi as the bleachers are shaking. And that was, the Mamaroneck's fans are stunned. Rhinex fans in pure disbelief, and a huge play by Samantha.
And I also have to thank my crew for getting all those shots, otherwise you won't be able to see what the plays are. With that, the winner is Mamaroneck Ice Hockey, Dente's overtime game winner. Congratulations. Yeah.
Just want to say thank you to LMC-TV for the nomination and the award, and thank you to the guys in the back over there. Let's go, boys.
Thank you. Thanks, Jack. By the way, this year was the first time the winner of the poll took over 50% of the votes, so well-deserved honor there. And a lot of those plays would not be possible, all of them actually, without our local youth. But not just the ones on the field, the ones behind the camera as well. It's in this spirit that LMC-TV awards the Val Estabrook Award every year for outstanding work in school video. If you spend any time at all at LMC-TV, you'll know that this year's recipient is practically everywhere. Not only does he volunteer regularly in the studio, but he also has reported for the local Live, produced his own projects for his school, Work Camera for Sports, and I have to believe he's the youngest person I've ever seen working crew on a municipal meeting. This year's recipient is highly motivated, inquisitive, and a model for those around him. Let's meet this year's recipient of the Val Estabrook Award.
Bringing us the online stories trending in the media, here is Jack Wells.
Good afternoon, I'm Jack Wells for the Local Live. We are here at Iona College for the John Kasich Town Hall. This morning, around 10:30, when I was hungry, I was going to have a frozen waffle, but it had freezer burn. Also, that sentence I said the sentence that I said made sense, but the sentence on the prompter didn't make sense, and I forgot to say. It said it didn't make sense. So then I decided to have a frozen pancake, actually 3 frozen pancakes with some syrup, and then to top it all off, I had some blackberries on the side. Pretty delicious, balanced meal. Whether you're a Kasich supporter or not, remember to cast your vote and make your voice heard on April 19th. From Direct Kicks on Mamaroneck Avenue, and that's it for this week's In the Media, I'm Jack Wells.
Jack is, in fact, the youngest crew member to be on my crew, ever.
Thank you, everyone at LMC-TV. I'm truly speechless right now. I just really want to thank Dina, Shayla, Kat, Rob, and everyone at the Local Live and LMC-TV, because I really don't know a town or municipality that has an organization like LMC-TV and provides a great service and gives opportunities to people like me, everyone else who volunteers at the station, and for that, I am very grateful. Thank you.
And now I'll turn the mic over to our Chief Operating Officer, Matt Sullivan.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Matt Sullivan, Chief Operating Officer of LMC-TV. First, I want to start out by thanking again our sponsor for the evening, New Way Air Conditioning and Heating, as well as the town of Mamaroneck for hosting us tonight. So thank you guys very much. And of course, a very special thanks to United Stage Associates for this wonderful setup that we have tonight with the lights and the stage and everything. You guys are fantastic. I also want to thank all of our dignitaries who have joined us in celebrating our volunteers and our organization, as well as LMC-TV producers, board members, and of course, our excellent staff. Tonight wouldn't have been possible without all of your contributions, including tonight's lead producer and LMC-TV studio production manager, Ms. Dina Schumacher, who, as always, has done a fantastic job with this event. Now some awards. The most important people in any given organization don't have a long title and they don't work in the corner office. They don't get paid a lot of money. They labor mostly in anonymity, but they keep our societies and our organizations running. This evening, I want to ask all of us to mentally give thanks for the people in your life who make things work, such as our volunteers. Let us be filled with gratitude and make sure it shows the next time you encounter someone who believes in your cause and is willing to adhere to the selfless work of volunteering. The person we honor tonight with the Joseph P. Fraioli Volunteer of the Year Award is certainly no stranger to the aforementioned selflessness, dedication, and overall willingness to push forward the mission of LMC-TV through his volunteer efforts. He's volunteered his services as a director, a cameraman, editor on LMC-TV programs such as The Way to Go, Still Trying, The Local Live, Scriptless, Sunset Cove, Give and Take, and Meet the Candidates, just to name a few. It's been a pleasure watching his career take off both as a cinematographer and as an actor. And I want to personally wish you all the success moving forward with your career. Our award recipient contributed over 140 hours of volunteer work in 2016, which is even more impressive considering the fact that he drives 75 miles to get here every time he volunteers. It's with great honor that I present this year's Volunteer of the Year award to a most deserving gentleman. Let's roll that video.
Action. It's time for me to go, right?
Time for you to go? Wait,
Yeah.
you're leaving?
Yeah, I gotta go.
I feel like a massive weight has been lifted. I feel lightened.
I might have to, 'cause I've been waiting on you. 'Cause now is the time to
Because I catch up at any time, from anywhere, and see any show.
let's have fun. I'll make these nights last forever.
Congratulations, man.
I was not expecting
Well
this.
deserved. Well, and just really quick, one other thing. This is a proclamation from the office of Assemblyman Steve Otis, presented to you, and Jack Wells also received one prior. Congratulations.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you, Matt.
Very welcome.
I'm not great at speeches, so I'll keep this short. I would like to thank Matt, Christina, Dina, and most importantly, the greatest ever staff on LMC-TV is Sunday. Just this, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Give it up for Matt. All right, this is as political as I'll make it tonight. The world doesn't change on its own, but by actions of men and women of conscience down through the ages who have made society more just and inclusive. Those living today can choose to expand their legacy and so increase the principle on which the interest is due, or they can squander the inheritance and lead society down a path of selfishness and negativity. Those of us who have been given the privilege of life and freedom can choose to be small people, obsessed with only self-preservation, or we can be giants, living as much as possible into the ideals of virtue and justice. The man who we honor tonight has a proven track record that the path he chose was one of righteousness, selflessness, and service. He's a husband, a father, a friend, a mentor, and a leader. Whether it's serving as a trustee or lending his time, expertise, and equipment to community organizations, or even allowing a group of 30 independent filmmakers to use his place of business to follow their dreams, Bubba Finelli is a man undoubtedly deserving of recognition and praise. Humble yet proud, I'm sure he's feeling undeserving of these accolades. But this award is only an attempt to encapsulate and honor your great character and contributions to your friends, your community, and our organization. Whether it's visiting our studio and giving us advice on lighting and set design, or providing us with incredible stage setups such as the one you're seeing tonight, or guiding our camera crews through Larchmont for arts trucks and historic fairs, you fully embody the spirit of community and inclusion that LMC-TV hopes to accomplish each and every day. With that, I would like to play a video of this year's honoree of the Paul Galanter Special Recognition Award, Mr. Peter Bubba Finelli.
We're so excited to get the candy, and all the stores participated and handed out quite a bit of candy. So it was a great event, one of the crowd favorites in the village of Larchmont. I want to thank LMC-TV for being here.
The bike lanes, they're in. A lot of people like them, some people don't. To be discussed. Just wanted to get that out there.
My name is Bubba Finelli, and we're here in Constitution Park in the village of Larchmont, celebrating the Close Stay Involved. This whole event has been done by volunteers. So if any of you want to get involved, no matter what age you are, because we're looking to create a legacy. That's really the other issue. So get involved with the community. There's so many things for us to do, and places that need help. And it's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of great people. You have a lot of great times, and it's the place to be. And hours have gone into the planning of this event. And everybody's stepped up and done the right thing along the way, which is what makes Larchmont so great.
Anybody at all interested at all in seeing what's going on behind the scenes with the fire department, come on down. It's going to be a great time, a lot of information. You get to hang out with firefighters.
You guys come to every event. It's all great stuff what you do, and the community thanks you for all your hard work and dedication. So be there, get involved, and we'll see you hopefully in 25 years, in 2041. I'll be a lot older. Same hairline though.
And of course, I have to thank the man who made this all happen, Bubba Finelli, United Stage Associates. It happens to be right. And another award from Assemblyman Steve Otis as well, a proclamation for you.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. Chuck one. Thank you. I'm actually here to recognize Paul Gallanter, and it's his award. And Paul was a sound man, and sound people like myself, stage people, we don't really stay in the spotlight. We do our best work here in the shadows. So for me, I felt it appropriate today to step away and talk a little bit about Paul. Paul worked at LMC-TV since 2003 to 2010. Very active as an audio man and a sound engineer. And unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 43 of a heart attack. And so this award is created for him. And we miss him. I didn't really know him that well, but from what I understand from Eric and the rest of the staff, he truly made the place special. He also did a lot of work at the Emlyn Theater and around town. So Paul, thank you very much for this recognition, and we wish you all the best upstairs. Okay, now I'm back as a trustee, United Stage Associates. So for me to volunteer with LMC-TV and its family is an honor. It's something that we enjoy doing. My family is here, where it's a family business. We love being involved with the LMC-TV family, and my kids are all in show business, and they do it very well. So I want to thank everybody for looking out for us in United Stage, and for LMC just taking us in and us working hand in hand together, because it's really been a lot of fun. And as we talked about earlier, if you want to get involved in the community, LMC is a great thing to get involved with. There's so many great organizations to be involved. I can say I've been involved for many years, and I meet so many interesting people. So for those of you that are thinking about it or on the fence, get involved. Those of you that are doing it every day, which I know the LMC family has a lot of volunteers, thank you very much. Let's continue the great tradition that we have. I'd like to thank the Board of Directors for this recognition. Matt, Mike Witch, Dina, Eric, thank you very much. All the best to everybody. Stay involved, stay happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bubba. I first met Bubba when he was 17. I believe you were 17, doing lighting at Center Stage at Mamaroneck High School. Years ago. Anyway, a pleasant association, always a pleasant association. Mary Ann Sullivan was our first president of our board of directors. Happy to report that she's alive and well. She's now living in New York City. But when she retired from the board, we inaugurated an annual award in her name. It recognizes an individual or an organization dedicated to creating community, just as Mary Ann did so well at LMC-TV. Here to present the recipient this year is our current president, Jeff Megan. Jeff?
Tough act to follow, Bubba. Jeez. Great family of LMC-TV. This is terrific. Watch tomorrow night with Astorino and get your questions in early, because we may put a 2% cap on it. I'm glad Bubba mentioned organizations, because one of the reasons that I got involved with LMC-TV is not because I'm a cameraman or have any background, but it's because of its community-wide involvement. And so today the award goes to another organization that I'm also a member of. This is a very incestuous award. Covers the community-wide. During my lifetime, we have lost those things that have brought our 4 communities together. And you say 4, we have the Village of Larchmont, the Village of Mamaroneck, the unincorporated area, and I always like to add Rhinebeck, because people sort of forget Rhinebeck. Thank you, Rhinebeckers. Okay, so we no longer have any Daily Times. Bubba, you remember the Daily Times? We were all paper boys back then. And we remember Ina Myers and the Daily Times office on Library Lane on the other side of the street from Studio 2. We remember we had adjoining us the Standard Star and the Rye Portchester Item. We no longer have those things that spread information to the communities. We have, of our communities, we have over, and I like to do this at the summit, we have over 55 elected officials. Think of that, within our borders. We have many organizations that cover the community, but they cover slices of the community. At Home on the Sound, which is a great new organization, but they cover a certain segment of our community. Community Resource Center is another great new organization. The League of Women Voters. But they all cover a particular area of it. The LMC-TV and the Summit cover the entire community. And they foster civil discourse. Let me read you what's on our website at LMC-TV. The mission of LMC-TV is to strengthen our community by providing the supportive environment and facilities necessary to encourage freedom of speech, public dialogue, and an artistic expression that reflect the diverse interests and needs of the Larchmont-Mamaroneck community. The Summit is a volunteer organization that works to facilitate dialogue and collaboration among governments, schools, not-for-profits, businesses, and citizens in order to promote positive change for our tri-municipal community. It encourages individuals and groups to work on solutions to these issues. They hold meetings every month at the Nautilus Diner. 2 weeks ago, we had a great meeting on immigration. Immigration Now, the law, the local impact, and the local response. We had a woman, Charlotte Gossett, from the New York Immigration Coalition. We had Janet Rowland, who was the Deputy Executive Director of the Community Resource Center. We had, I wish I went to law school then, we had Vanessa Merton, who was really a hoot of a law professor at Pace. She was terrific. And we had Dr. Robert Shaps, who has been on our program for 2 months in a row. So we are connected in many ways. Many of our board members are involved in both LMC-TV and the Summit. A good one is Bill Crawford of Faith and Eggs. You know, it's like our Seinfeld. You can keep watching the refunds. Janet DeMacy, who was here earlier, I call her ubiquitous Janet because she does every function that you can think of. Malcolm Froman, trustee of the Village of Larchmont. Lynette Z, who was involved in the school, on the school board. Judge Derrico, Janet O'Connell, who's the new head of the At Home on the Sound. All of these people are involved. It is not a membership organization, and there are no dues. Its 26-member board comes from all parts of the tri-municipal area. It's a marketplace of ideas, of discussions of local concerns. Our programs, or their programs, are Astorino, Montefiore Medical Center, Army Corps of Engineer, reports on neuroshell development, programs from the school. We had both school superintendents. It is a absolutely superb organization, and if you want to go every third Tuesday of the month to Nautilus Diner, you can walk in, pay $8 for breakfast, and hear a fabulous program. And I'd like to call the president up to accept this award, and she was involved in the beginning of LMC-TV. There I go again. Elaine Chapnick. We have a video to play too. Okay. There's a video. Wait a minute. There's a video to play.
Sorry. We have a very interesting program before us, but before we do that, I want to introduce myself, Elaine Chapnick, the president of the local summit. I want to welcome everybody here this morning. Since we have a pretty full house, I'm not going to go around this morning and have everybody introduce themselves, but instead, we have representatives of so many of the local organizations in the community. I would like to give any one of those organizations, any representative of those organizations, an opportunity to make any announcements that they wish to make.
LMC-TV and this organization and At Home on the Sound are really the three major entities that serve all three communities, the two villages and the town. And so I'm very proud of that, and I'm very proud of the summit doing this.
One thing I don't like about the summit, and there's a table over there, and we call members the summiteers. It sounds like a summer camp, but anyhow, there's a table of summiteers over there. Elaine?
Thank you. Thank you very much for everything. The LMC-TV is really our partner because they, as you see, televise all of our programs. We share a mission of engaging and informing the community. They help us by televising these programs, which not everybody can make since they're 7:45 in the morning. Without a local newspaper, we provide, we hope, some issues of really serious concern, general concern, even particular concern to the community that they may not get in any other form. The Gannett chain really doesn't cover our local government and local issues very carefully, and without our programming and without the releases that we produce after those programs that are then sent to the local newspapers, some of these issues would never be aired in the way that we do. So I thank you for the opportunity to do that and the opportunity for all of you to see it through LMC-TV and the work they do. So thank you for enabling us to share that and for giving us this lovely award. I thank you.
And you get your,
Thank you.
you get your Steve Otis proclamation from the New York
great.
State Assembly, and there you go.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. I also have to say that the work of the volunteers on our board is so extraordinary. It would not happen without the deliberation that we make at our meetings to identify the topics, and then the work they do to identify the key people to be the presenters at these programs. So on behalf of all of those wonderful workers, I thank you too. Thank you.
If you come next month, the program will be about memories of, and one of our panelists is going to be Bubba Finelli.
It's interesting, too, that as long as I've known Bubba, I've known Elaine 34 years ago. Elaine and I were working on forming LMC-TV, and she was one of our original board members. Now's the time if there are any of our local officials who would like to have a moment at the podium and wish a congratulations or make an announcement. We would welcome you to come forward.
Dangerous, that's dangerous.
Breaking news. Nancy.
Norm and I want to thank LMC-TV for all their great work, for all this wonderful community spirit building. It is wonderful to honor everyone who's involved and see these great videos. It makes you feel very proud to have this service and opportunity in our community. And I want to welcome you to the VFW Town Senior Center. We're very happy to host it here and think it's a lot of fun. So thank you and congratulations to all.
You hear a lot about the concept of consolidation. As noted before, you have 80 or more elected officials and so on. But we do work together. As a matter of fact, I think Nancy and I had a meeting previously today and several other meetings. But to get to the point and not to keep speaking on, it has been brought up before that LMC-TV, as far as I'm concerned, along with groups such as the Summit, are integral to the continuing democracy that we enjoy. I firmly believe we live in the best country in the world. It has its problems, but it's better than any other system. And the strength of the fact is that LMC-TV affords transparency and allows us to enjoy a certain quality of life also. So thank you very much. I congratulate everyone to LMC-TV. And one last commercial. LMC-TV is a very deserving organization. So don't be shy. Contribute and send in money.
Thank you.
George Latimer, New York State Senator George Latimer here. It's not your double, it's you?
Unfortunately, they both look alike. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Talk about timing. I don't exactly know what you said tonight, but I'm sure it's complimentary, and I want to join in. It's a wonderful thing to be a part of this community for so many years without living in it, and what the Larchmont Mamaroneck Summit has done, what LMC-TV has done, has made a community of 30-some-odd thousand people feel like they're one little neighborhood. And the neighborhood gathers around the village green of television and gathers at the Nautilus Diner, almost regularity with both the Summit and At Home on the Sound and coffee with George and Catherine and Steve. So we have recognition from the state of New York. As you can see, the state is not doing well economically. We don't have very nice proclamations. I think the village of Mamaroneck is doing better, but congratulations. And to LMC, recognizing the Summit, congratulations to LMC for all you've done.
Just one final announcement. If you've got children who are 13 and up, don't forget that LMC offers 2 wonderful workshops during the summer. You'll get a chance to write and produce your own film. Workshop number 1 runs from July 3rd to the 21st. Workshop number 2 starts the 24th and runs till August 11th. Dina Schumacher and staff are the teachers, and it's a fun experience. I've dropped in on a few classes, and we also see the results of the workshop too. They produce their movies and they play them on LMC-TV. And details are on our website, lmctv.org, or you could certainly ask Dina, or you could ask Matt, or anybody on the staff. Finally, a good night to you all, and a special thanks again to United Stage Associates and Peter Finelli for New Way Air Conditioning and Heating in Mamaroneck. Don't forget, you're going to get a special treat from Chocolations on your way home. We'd like to thank our sponsors and our underwriters, and please, when you visit their store, mention that you saw their ad on LMC-TV. Of course, Post 1156 in the town of Mamaroneck, we thank you for hosting us. Let's hear it again for the nominees and award winners and all of our volunteers. Of course, if you'd like to see this program again, it will be on LMC-TV, and it'll also be available online. Good night. Keep making great community with LMC-TV.